Hello everyone, you're watching Cricket Calling. I'm your host Indraneet Basu. Today, of course, it's Rajasthan Royals versus Mumbai Indians in Jaipur. Rajasthan Royals in red hot form. I mean, they can't put a step forward, which is wrong. I mean, they are absolutely, what do you call it, hygiene-wise, the way they are playing, they are absolutely next level cricket. Bowling-wise, fielding, batting, everything is clicking also, and that's why they are right on top of the that chart, that table, that points tally, which is so important for Mumbai to climb up the ladder and make something fruitful for themselves. We are joined by senior assistant editor of Times of India. Good to have him from joining us from Calcutta, Mr. Archiman Bhaduri.
Thank
I
you.
call him
Thank you.
affectionately Orchida. Hello, good to see you.
Good to see
Uh,
you also, Ranil, after a long time.
yes, yes, after a long time and connecting through a platform like this, which is so amazing. We have been doing it for quite some time now,
Okay.
and uh, it's good fun. Yesterday just stuck my mind. I got this thing that I can call you also on the show, and
नहीं ये
because you're
मेरे
covering the match. You're covering. We are also joined by Mr. Uday Gupta. I think is Gupte. He's joining us. He's a renowned coach from Delhi. Uh, Orchida, if I can call you. Just want to know from you. Hello, Uday sir.
hello hello
Hello.
everybody.
Good to see you. Hello.
Hello, thank you. Sorry for being late.
No, no problem. Uh, I want to know, Orchida, from you, the way
Yeah.
things are happening for Rajasthan. I mean, Jos Buttler coming to the party in such a big way. Yashasvi still yet to score a 50, almost halfway through the mark. Uh, Batting wise is clicking. Riyan Parag, Sanju Samson, and then Jos Buttler. These three. Bowling quite balanced. So how do you see this team? They had some narrow escapes. They had made some elementary mistakes also. I remember in one of the games against GT, they didn't use, uh, I think, our left arm seamer from New Zealand,
Bold.
uh,
Trent
bowled
Bold.
he only bowled 2 overs. So how do you
Yes.
see Rajasthan as a team shaping up in this tournament?
I see Rajasthan as a very well-oiled unit, so to say. They
Okay,
are actually having their bases, all the bases covered, both in bowling and in fielding. And
all right.
I was covering the Rajasthan KKR match that day, and after the 222 runs, more or less everybody in the press box was sure that they have to write only one innings report and just insert two lines that Rajasthan lost by that wickets. It was so natural, means everybody was so sure that it was going to happen. But somehow I thought that 220 would be a competitive score for this Rajasthan unit because they are actually doing very good, and that actually happened. But to be sure, I myself also I have no hesitation in confiding that till the 15th over I even haven't started writing about the Rajasthan innings because I thought that it's over. So
Well,
after
before you continue, welcome Abhinav Chaturvedi, the actor, the cricketer. Yeah, continue, Archie. Bhai.
yeah, so what happened was that because they lost most of their top ranked batters, so
Yeah.
they are more or less eight down.
Uh,
Butler was not in the best of his shapes also. He was going
uh,
very slow initially. He was trying to get the bat going, but it was not clicking. So in
uh,
all aspects, it was looking like they have lost the match. Even I have to say that in between they promoted Oshin up the order, and he couldn't
yes.
make the run rate going. So in that way,
Yeah.
they lost out in the middle overs also. So what happened after that? It shows that the team has so much of confidence in them that they can always pull through. And Butler was amazing. It is amazing because you are chasing a run that is so high and with your tail actually. You are not. It's not that you make one or two mistakes. There is no room for any more mistakes over there. So Butler taking the team crossing the line with his tail along with his tail. That I think was a fabulous solution, fabulous show.
Absolutely. Superman kind of effort. Uday sir, Hardik Pandya ke liye, it's a long haul. I mean, the way things are going for him, my God. It's so fearsome seeing the way things are shaping up in front of him. He's not getting runs. He's not getting that many wickets. His captaincy is question. He's not being there, done that kind of a player. He's looking like that, which was never the case 2 years ago. So your advice as a coach to Hardik Pandya, what he should technically do? I think you have to unmute yourself. Acha, I'll take that question. Can you hear me? No, I think there's a problem with the connection. No problem, sir. Abhinav bhai, I'll take that with you. How do you see this Hardik Pandya challenge for Mumbai
Well,
Indians and for Hardik Pandya, the Mumbai Indian challenge?
good morning, everyone. It's like very interesting that Hardik Pandya, after the loss from the topper Rajasthan,
Uh,
they are willing to take on by the bull, and especially against the Mumbai Indians, he is going to lock his horns. I mean, like this is like really interesting that as a captain, he has to
uh,
come up front and you know. In he's only scored about 141 runs in the last uh, games, and only 4 wickets have been taken. So there's much expectancy levels out of Hardik Pandya to come up front and perform from the front, and he's capable of doing that.
all right. Uday sir, can you hear me? No, I think there's some connection. No problem, sir. We'll connect with you again. I think there's a huge connection problem. I'll go to Archida. Uh, Archida, I find it's actually no, I'm not able to hear you, sir.
Uday
Ravnik,
sir,
if you
please
can take him
unmute.
out.
Uday sir, please unmute. He's fine. He's good,
No,
doing
no.
good now.
All right. Orchida, I mean, I'm getting this. No, don't worry. Ravnik, if you can take him out of the screen and we can, of course, connect later on. Orchida, I mean, Ravichandran Ashwin, Chahal. I mean, Chahal has been talked about so amazingly. The way he's performing, the way he is. If you can say a word, Ravnik, if you can take him out of the screen, please. Yeah, thank you. Because it's sorry, but I just want to know from you. I mean, the way Chahal is bowling. I mean, we are hearing a lot about Ravi Bishnoi, Kuldeep Yadav, but no one is talking about Chahal. He's performed. Don't you think selectors should bank on tried and tested format rather than going for Ravi Bishnoi, who was growing, who's made some wonderful transition from junior to senior cricket? Your thoughts?
Yeah, I always believe Chahal is means Chahal is a person who belongs there. Chahal is a person who
Yeah.
belongs there. But the problem I always remember the last World Cup also, T20 World Cup also, we took Venkatesh Iyer and Varun Chakravarti in the squad, and
Mm,
Venkatesh Iyer just played 6 matches on the basis of which he was selected,
mm.
and Varun Chakravarti was also a one season wonder, so to say. So I
Yes.
sometimes feel that maybe the selectors was going hurrying too much or just banking on the recent performance much more than
Mm,
taking into account all the records of the person, because Chahal is not only bowling in the IPL, he is also bowling in the domestic cricket also. So you have to consider all those things, because you are bowling at different conditions. You will be bowling at different conditions. You will be bowling at different oppositions. So just 6 matches, that Venkatesh Iyer thing actually surprised me. And see where Venkatesh Iyer today is. He is not being able to score in this IPL also, because once you are exposed to the higher level, you always
ah,
have to remember the opposition will also be studying you. So they will be having your plans ready for you. So what a big cricketer is, you will be shown only if you can get over those also. So you have to always improve your game also. If you have limited abilities, that will be exposed very soon. It might be a surprise for 2 match, 3 match, or 4 match. But after that, the opposition will get it at you. They will know what you are doing, and they will have their plans ready for you. So a
mm,
big cricketer or a great cricketer is one who can always improve upon them and come out with another something new for that. And Chahal
mm,
has that ability. Chahal has that ability, and most of all, he is a guy who can fight in the higher level under pressure. T20 is a format where you will always be under pressure. A bowler will always be under pressure. So that is the place where it will show that how much you are good at. Your skill level is there, no doubt about it. But at the same time, you have to be patient. You have to be cool, and you have to always be have faith in on yourself that no, I might be got hit one or two times, but I will get back. So this thing is very important. If you have your shoulders dropping, then you are gone, and the opposition will read you very soon. Also, they will look at your eyes and they will show that you are afraid, you are trembling, and they will get at you harder. So you have to show that no, man, you go and hit me, but I am there, I will come back, and I will hit you straight. So this type of attitudes is very important in the T20 format, and Chahal is very much is capable of doing that.
No, and the best thing about Chahal is that look at the numbers. My God,
No
199
doubt, no doubt, yeah.
wickets. I mean, these numbers are staggering. And matches 152, average of 21.47, economy of 7.70. And the best part is, other day we saw, and he's taking top order wickets. Ochida, that's important.
Mhm.
Taking top order wickets. I mean, you see Kuldeep also taking top orders. Top batters from the opposition side, which is required, right? No point taking the tail enders and the lower middle order, and he'll say, "Okay, I've got 5 wickets next to my name."
Yes, Avinav bhai, you are saying.
Yeah,
Ah,
I could agree with Achitam sir more because you see he's talked about set skills, and if you see the game yesterday,
ah,
where Sai Kishore bowled 4 overs and
ah.
11 dot balls, 33 runs, 4 wickets. A person who is not a big name, but tightened the grip and did some amazing work, and that's how Punjab Kings 11 got totally, cornered.
Yeah, true, true. You have to hold the nerve. You have to actually, and Archita, what we are seeing, the slow bowlers are really making merry because if you bowl fast, it's easy for the batters to hit the ball through the line. I mean, Mayank Yadav was an exception in two, three matches that he played. He really made a lot of waves.
Yeah, yeah,
After that,
that's
he got
very true.
injured.
This IPL, it is showing that the 7 to 15 overs, that is
Yeah,
mainly dictating the terms of the match. Because in the
yeah,
power play, most of the teams are now going all out, guns going. But
absolutely,
in the
absolutely.
17 to 15 overs, it is the where the matches are turning, and those teams who are having a good spin attack in between. KKR is doing very good because Narayan and Varun are doing very well, so they are keeping things tight in the middle. Even Rajasthan, Ashin and Chahal are doing good because they are keeping things. So it's not that you have to get wickets, but you have to keep it tight in the middle overs so that the pressure is there in the last. So then they will go. They will have to go for runs, and whenever you will go for run, you will give chances. Uh, WV Raman, one of the coaches, when he was with the Bengal team, he once told me that in T20, it's not necessary that you get wickets, but you create chances. And for creating chances, you have to put the pressure on the team. You put pressure, and they will go for it, and then they will create chances. Whether you will be able to grab those chances or not, that is a separate aspect. But a team getting to create chances is also very important in T20. So what we need to see is whether the spinners are going to create chances, and that thing is happening in this IPL very much. So 7 to 15 overs, these things I have seen that most of the matches are being dictated by this 7 to 15 overs, in between 7 to 15 overs.
Very good
So
observation
true.
because we
So true.
always had that
Even
impression that the matches are won and lost between 16th and 20th over. But you're giving a very good perspective. And then the power plays, everyone is doing well. If you see one,
Everybody.
two, three of all the teams, all are good. But it matters is the spine, which is the backbone, which is the middle order. You have to stand tall, you have to do well in those middle overs from 7. And very good observation, I think. Abhinabhai, yes, go ahead.
Yeah, I think even see bowling tight and getting the web in. Even Andre Russell yesterday, 3 for 25, and he bowled so tight that it was difficult for the other people. Look at that. I mean, the economy at 8.33. with 10 dot balls again. So we are talking about that 11 balls from 11 dot balls coming up from Sai Kishore, 10 dot balls being bowled by Andre Russell. So which makes the other side, really struggling for runs. Look at that.
Mm.
4 wickets for 33 runs, 8.25 economy. My God, 11 dot balls. Totally webbing these people and making it
Mm.
the life difficult. And in the subcontinent, we have got the wickets, which are, tending to go flat but slow. So, it's very easy for the spinners to cast a spell and bring about that magic of, keeping it tight. If you flight the ball, the chances are that the batsman is going to come out and hit on straight. But if you bowl tight, which is, coming in faster to you, it becomes very
Mm.
difficult for the batsman to come in line and play the ball.
All right. Orchita, you have such a beautiful face. You're going on the side. Please come in the middle of the camera so that I can have a good look at. Yes, such a beaming face, smiling face, young man covering these matches. So yesterday, KKR versus RCB. So we talk a little bit about Virat Kohli's dismissal. I think point of impact should be the considered sort of. I mean that's how it should be. Point of contact, point of impact. But Virat was stepping outside. Your views on that? I am with Virat Kohli. You're with whom? With the umpire or Virat Kohli?
Yeah, I think they both have a point over here. Now Virat
All
has a
right.
point because he is
That's
standing
a very
outside the
good
crease,
question.
and so yeah, he has every right to feel that he has been cheated because the ball has hit him much above the waist height, no doubt about that.
Yeah,
But at the
yeah.
same time, a batsman standing at the crease, batsman uses the crease according to his abilities and his benefits. Some
All
of them
right.
are standing low inside the deep inside the crease also. I have
Mm.
to point out Andre Russell also got out in the first ball, if you remember yesterday's match, and that was also a full toss. It was more or less like a beamer, and it took Russell's edge, and it was taken by the wicket keeper, but it was given
Mm.
no ball. That was also because Russell was standing deep inside the crease and the ball hit him much above the waist height. Now,
Waist
if
side.
Russell
Yeah.
was standing outside the crease for that ball might have hit his shoulder or something like that. So you have to consider that thing also, because both the balls we have to stay judge by together. Because if you have given the Russell ball no ball, then the Virat ball should also be given the due respect, because he's standing much outside the crease at that time, and so
So, but
bowler
you're
bowling,
supposed to step out. Ochida, you're supposed to step out and hit
if
the
you are
ball.
stepping out, it's something else. But he was standing over there. He was standing outside the crease, 1 or 2 steps outside the crease. So, whatever ball you are doing, it will be coming above his waist at that way. In that way. So, in that logic, it is every ball will be a no ball for Virat Kohli because he is standing so much outside the crease. So, it is very difficult to judge on that aspect. I will say both have a point in that. Both has a point, and what the rule says, you have to go by that here, because you cannot say that he is right or he is wrong. Here the rule, what is the rule says, you have to go by that way. Because I am sure that both had a point. Both had a point in that.
All right, but we have knuckleball, slow ball, stock ball, God knows. And now we have a full toss. If someone is stepping out, you can actually very confidently hurl a full toss. I mean, Abhay, you can do that, right?
Oh, yes. I think I am reminded of the Chetan Sharma six by Javed Miandad at Sharjah.
Oh,
It was a
yes.
Yorker. It was a
Yeah.
Yorker, and because Javed is short in height, he made it into a full toss. And I feel sorry for RCB because 7 out of 8 matches gone, and Andy Flower said that post that that from now on every match is going to be like a semi-final game, and the
Mm.
team did of course live up to it, but Phil Salt came and Shreyas Iyer came, and they spoiled the party like crazy. I mean, 14 balls, 48 runs, 7 4s, 3 6s. Phil Salt really, really pulled the salt नमक मिर्चे छेड़ दिया उसको आरसीबी को और उसके बाद श्रेयस अय्यर came as a captain and he played a wonderful knock of 36 balls, 50 runs. Look at that. 1674 posted a total of 222, a half century, which also apparently came in. He scored multiple half centuries, and here was another one. So he was leading from the front. And if you got a total which is 222 plus, I mean 222 is a big score. And RCB, it was a very interesting game, a cliffhanger, and the last ball it could have gone into a super over. But this is what cricket is all about.
The run
That
out.
one
Yes.
run. That's so exciting about the cricket. As I say, the most uncertain thing about cricket is its uncertainty. But T20 is absolute uncertainty.
Actually,
Who
it's
had
like a
have
dead
thought
end.
that Khan Sharma would go for three sixes against Mitchell Stark in the last over?
Ajay, tell me
Oh God.
something. What is Calcutta saying, Ochida, about Mitchell Starc? He has taken so much
Mitch,
money. I mean, everyone is talking about money. I'm sure he must be avoiding all that conversation. But what are
yeah,
people
yeah.
saying about it?
Mitchell Stark one came for a post-match press conference, and the obvious question was that whether he is feeling the pressure of the money on him. So he tried to bypass that by saying that I never gave a heed to whatever who are saying something or others. I concentrate on my game as usual.
Uh,
But of course,
uh,
it is been most talked about here. Everybody is talking about it. Somebody is saying that please let get Stark injured in the practice so that at least he don't spoil our party or something like that. So
and
Calcutta,
save money. And save money
yeah, of
probably.
course.
Talking like that.
That's the problem because if you are drawing half the salary, I don't think people would have been so furious with him. But because of the money, everybody is saying they are also being deceived. If had Sark not getting that, they might have been getting those money or something like that. They are thinking, but it's true. It's true. The general feeling is very much anti-Stark now. Very much anti-Stark now.
No, but
You know,
what is working with Calcutta, Urchida? You're covering those matches, which has never worked before. I know Shreyas is the most experienced captain. He doesn't have a big stake contract. He came into the tournament with a lot of pressure. But what exactly has worked for KKR so far? I mean, Gautam Gambhir is mellowed down so much, hugging, not hugging exactly, talking so amicably with, they're talking like gentlemen today. Uh, ये क्या कर कैलकाटा ने कुछ है क्या कुछ कर दिया गौतम को गौतम हमने जब when we sort of sent him from Delhi it was different but over there it just mellowed down so much. Is it the summer, is it the heat which has sort of taken
It
all the
might be.
heat
It
out
might
of his
be.
body?
Heat must be a condition, no doubt. It is more than 40 degree for the last 7 days, so it must be a condition. But I will say that I think the team has somehow got the momentum. That momentum is very important in the T20 format. Once you got the momentum, you got rolling, it's very difficult to stop you. Until and unless you get a hit by something, it's very difficult. So they are going by the momentum. But what is actually kept me thinking about is that in spite of scoring 200 runs, KKR is struggling to defend the matches. So that should be one thing, one area of concern for the team think tank. I don't know how they are going to look into it. They have won
They
one,
should
lost
dial
one.
they should dial cricket also, and they should dial the RCB guys how they manage over the years. Actually run. You have to be
That should
generous, you have to be large hearted.
that should be the thing. So I think only the bowling aspect is a concern which has not come out in the open till now. But if they suffer one or two matches from here on, it will be a different picture. So that should be one area they have to keep in mind that bowling is an area of concern. They are getting 200 plus in more or less every matches. But if someday Varun or Sunil goes for run, I don't know where KKR will end up.
Well, we'll wait for that
Dada,
day.
I'm holding a ball of side by Rashid Khan, and
Oh,
Okay.
that's great.
it's a white ball, and I'm
Okay.
almost. I mean, I'm sleeping with this. The IPL, season
Flavor you
is
are
so
eating.
interesting. Next to my bed because after watching these games and you know it's really interesting to hold a white ball in my hand for a change, and
That
it's
too of
really
Rashid
really.
Khan. It might spin anytime. You have to grab it hard. No,
I know it could go the other way around also. With the
it can go other way also.
as really Dada said, it could. You've got all the variations: the knuckle ball, the dusra, the carom
You
ball.
name it.
The kind of variation which is coming from the bowlers' part. They've done their R&D very well.
Sure, sure.
True.
It's
True.
No, but
Absolutely. But
talking about Kolkata in this in this spongy heat, it's like very hot and humid in Kolkata, and you know uh, the charge of to put a total and then defend it also, and you have to have a very cool mind. Sunil Gavaskar always says it's mind over matter. So
of
if
course.
you're relaxed as to what you're doing and what you're supposed to do, uh, even if you posted a very good total, you don't have to be complacent about the whole thing.
Sure.
Uh, Even with big scores on, we all know
And
that it's very deceptive to have low totals. The games become very interesting. But even after, I really appreciate the entire think tank of the KKR, that they have managed to, even after posting such a big total, they are
yeah,
coming back into the bowling part and fielding part, and they are not being complacent, and they are very strictly attached to it. That's why that this makes KKR doing so well this time.
that's
bowling is a
very
worry,
true.
sir. What you're saying? Bowling is a massive worry. Any day they can get hit. That's what he's saying, na.
Who,
He's
who?
it's not a cohesive, it's not a good unit. Only bowling consistent bowling side I've seen so far is Rajasthan. That's why they're top. Every
Correct.
batting unit.
Exactly.
No, I'm just talking
So
about this game. I'm talking about this particular game which
oh, this
happened
game. This
yesterday. That
game is a lucky escape. 1 run. You won by 1 run, right, Ochida?
Right, right,
So
right.
that's
That too
hardly a
at the
win.
last ball. Ah,
Yeah, I mean that's hardly a win. But Ochi, I want to know from you about what do I do with these three teams? One is Delhi in my close proximity. I'm in Greater Noida, so my loyalty is still there a little bit. Uh, Delhi Capitals, Royal Challengers Bangalore, and Punjab Kings. The way they lost yesterday, they were not able to chase. When they said they won the toss, they said, "Okay, we'll bat first," and there also they messed it up. So what do we? And they have good players, mind you.
of
I
course,
mean,
there.
I've
So
always
Royal
said it's never
challenges,
about
Royal
the players or a
challenges.
team. It's the combination which wins you.
Hmm, hmm,
So
hmm.
what else can they do? Tell me. I mean, Virat Kohli, Rishabh Pant. I mean, Delhi, of course, is a little better than these two other sides. But how do you see
No,
this? I mean, over the years, never.
never. No, Royal challenges. I think this time this is their bowling that is hurting them much. It is their
Every
bowling.
year, don't you think they know it? They know it. They don't do
Of course, they
anything.
know it. So it's very surprising that they go for such a bowling unit with I think only Mohammad Siraj, though, who has a level of experience to bowl at this level constantly. But
Hmm.
apart from Siraj, I don't think there is anybody else who is doing that job very much. It is their bowling
Hmm.
that is hurting. I don't see any total is safe for RCB now, because even if they score more than 200s, any team can go for it because their bowling is such. So it is their bowling that is hurting more than their batting. I am very sure about that.
All right,
And
all
for
right, all right.
and
Delhi.
Delhi, I think uh, Rishabh Pant is doing well. Rishabh Pant is coming back, but I think he is still not at that level. He's still not at that level. In the last match against SRH, Pant got to a situation where he can show his belligerent best form, but
Yes.
in spite of trying that, he has not been able to do that. It means that it will take time for him to get to that level. It's not very easy to play back-to-back matches, travel so much after you are coming from an injury. So
Yeah.
apparently he looks okay. He looks okay, but what he is capable of, he has not been able to deliver so much. So I feel so. I feel so. It is so much.
Dada, I had said that in the shows earlier, that when he entered for the first time this year, there
Hmm.
was immense media hype which was created that he's going to make a comeback. And,
Mhm.
it creates the unnecessary part which is coming up. We all know that he's coming up with an injury. So let him settle down. I think a batsman who's coming after an injury or a bowler after coming in, we should give him space to settle down.
All right.
Everybody expects that he's going to come back and hit like Australia, which he did,
Mm.
and this is where I feel that the person should be given enough time to settle down, to take his time to get back into. And he is a brilliant batsman and a brilliant wicket keeper.
That's very true. What I was
But
also going to say that because you don't expect Rishabh Pant to come up with a 70 from a 20 ball or 25 balls. He is not at that level till now. You have to expect. Don't expect that, because if the team expects that I have Rishabh Pant at the back end who can do this thing, it is not expected from him till now. I don't think it is. You should expect something like that from Rishabh Pant till now. Give him some 4-5 matches more if he can get back to that level.
But I think the crowds are super excited about the Rishabh
Yeah,
Pant being
that's
there.
true.
The very
Because
fact
they
that
think
he
they
is
are coming.
back.
true. And what about Punjab, Archida?
Punjab, I don't think they have their team to balance, well balanced team as such, because they are suffering in both aspects, both in the bowling aspect, both in the batting aspect. Some of them are clicking someday, that is fine. In T20, actually, you get to win matches if one or two players click. That is the thing. So you don't get to see a team contributing for a victory or something. But in the long run, it's the team that will come into play. So you can have one or two matches win by individual brilliance, but individual brilliance will not get you the IPL. So you have to have your
Absolutely. So
team
true.
combination right and the thing. So I think Punjab lacks that team combination in that way.
So who is your player, Archida, for is it Shubman Gill or Jaiswal for the as a backup
See,
opener? Virat is going to
I
open
have
the
a
innings.
I have a personal favorite for Shubman Gill because he is such a classic batsman. Oh my God, the type of cover drives he plays and through the mid wickets, the shots he plays, it brings up the old memories of Mohammad Azharuddin or Sunil Gavaskar. The front foot drives he plays. Oh, that's super. So I have a favorite for Gill, no doubt about that. But of course, Jaiswal is very much a contender and he is very talented, no doubt about that. So both of them deserve a place, no doubt about that. Both of them deserve a place. And
All right.
among the newcomers, I have to mention one players which I have seen is Riyan Parag. This guy has matured over the years. Means it is very. I have seen him from the Ranji Trophy days when he used to play, and as Assam used to play more with Bengal. I had covered many matches of Assam Bengal. I have seen Riyan Parag bowl at that time or bat at that time. And in the last match before this IPL, where he came for a post-match press conference, and he was speaking with such confidence. He's a totally different guy, I have to say. He is so much confident in his words, in his attitude, in his walking, everything. His body language has changed. So I have to say
Very
that
good
keep and
point.
watch with this boy. Keep and watch with that boy. If he can carry on with this thing, he is a
Who
thing somebody.
knows what's in store? And Sanju
Huh?
Samson, another guy. We are looking forward to Abhinav Bhai. Sanju Samson.
All right, Sanju Samson is, the new hitman.
All right.
You know, these 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 players are actually emulating their own people. That's the best part about the young Turks. I mean Indians, in terms of they are watching their own seniors and they are trying to emulate them. Oh, why talk about the earlier generation? They're doing it now. See, such is the observation powers and their skill sets that our smooth man Gill, as Achin Dada has said just now, that he is so smooth between his drives, and these young lot Riyan Parag, I mean, fabulous. So they, thanks to NKP Salve, again I say, repeat it again, that the India A, India B challengers has put a whole bank of players who are competing uh, within themselves uh,
Yeah.
in this IPL and every IPL, as a matter of fact. And they are trying to outbeat each other to win a place. If you see the spinners, you've got Chahal, you've got Ravichandran Ashwin, you've got uh, you know all the interesting people, but the youngsters also are trying to pitch in, and
No, you
that
have to empower them. They'll surely
that
pitch in.
gives
I'm sure about it.
that gives a lot of nightmares to the selectors.
Yeah, that is there. I'm sure they will be having sleepless nights from here on. But we'll straight away go to our top 11 picks for today's match. Rajasthan versus Mumbai Indians in Jaipur SMS Stadium. We have such great memories of that place, Orchida. It's not funny. It's just been there, done that kind of a feeling whenever matches played. So nostalgic. TO was launched in 2008 when Rajasthan started their journey, and they won that year's tournament under Shane Warne. And so TOI and IPL's the journey started from Jaipur. So that was so interesting. And Lalit Modi was also there. So coming back to the top 11 picks, we have guys who are playing fantasy cricket, probably helping them a little bit, whatever little knowledge we have. Rohit Sharma, we start off, of course, the Indian captain. He's one of the best in the business. We have Riyan Parag, as Dada just said. He's improved so much, the body language, the technique, the temperament, the talent he has got, all the three T's in place. Jos Buttler, he can't put a foot wrong right now, the way he's batting. With dehydrated body, the way he scored against KKR, and Dada again witnessed it. Tilak Verma again, I think he needs to talk less and score more. Probably he'll get better. Sanju Samson getting that consistency level which he was missing probably a few years ago. Hardik Pandya, of course, you'll put him because he's hungry. He's really hungry to do well for his team. Ishan Kishan, quite a player up the order. He can really manufacture some breathtaking shots. Jasprit Bumrah, the best T20 bowler. We'll have him there. Trent Bolt, I hope he gets more than 2 overs today, like it happened against GT. Chahal, I'm obviously going to put him there because he's truly special. Kuldeep Sen, another wicket-taking options, an option for Rajasthan Royals. Here is our top 11 picks. As you can see, I hope you guys are benefiting through these little, whatever experience we are sharing through this great show called Cricket Calling. Thanks, Orchida, Abhinav Bhai, for coming on the show. And Uday sir also couldn't join because of technical snack, but we'll be back again. Hopefully, we'll see some fireworks coming from Mr. Hardik Pandya's bat. That's what we are waiting to see. We haven't seen that so far in the tournament. And of course, Jaiswal coming good. Those are the few wishes I have tonight. And enjoy the game. Thanks for watching, guys. Cricket Calling, and see you around. Bye. Take care.
Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you.
Namaskar.